What's up guys, Kevin the Tech Ninja here, and today I'm going to give you a sneak peek at Samsung's 2024 lineup for their newest TVs coming out. In this video, we go hands-on with each TV, and we also have a chance to see a product that I enjoyed more than I thought I would. Also, if you're interested in buying TVs this year, make sure you hit subscribe because I will be going hands-on with Sony and also LG too. Now, first up on the 2024 lineup, this is the brand new The Frame. Now, this TV always is a favorite. It blends art and TV. When you're not using the TV, you can use it as a display art with a matte low energy display. There are also new bezels, so it can look like art to match your wall or your home decor as well. And when you're watching TV, you do have an okay TV, but it does not compare to the next two TVs I'm going to talk about. Now this year, there hasn't been much that changed, but they have added Pantone art validated colors, which mean the colors are exactly as the artist intended. Basically, it's certified color accurate. There's also a dynamic refresh rate, dropping the TV down to 60 Hertz to save even more energy. Also, there are changes to the art store, now giving you 20 free hand-selected pieces of art to your TV instead of having to buy each one individually or pay for a subscription. So, free stuff. This TV starts at $999 for the 43-inch and goes up to 75 inches. Samsung is also releasing the Music Frame, which takes the concept of the Frame TV and turns it into a music speaker. But the big difference is that there is a physical print on the front. The sound quality is much better than I was expecting. In my testing, it sounded very full with the included 2 subwoofers and 2 tweeters built in. It supports Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. It can also be paired up with 2024 TVs using Samsung's Q Symphony technology. Honestly, I think Samsung has a big hit with this frame collection, and the Music Frame is $400. Now this next TV is one that will most likely end up in my house due to its anti-glare technology built into it. Now this technology is great for rooms with a lot of natural light. This is their new 4K OLED with anti-glare technology. There are 2 TVs, the S90 and S95. In this video, I'll focus on the more expensive S95D since I think this will be most likely be the choice for people who are looking to get into Samsung OLED. Now Samsung's OLED is the fastest growing OLED brand on the market. Now outside of the new screen, this isn't a huge update. Now Samsung does put a lot of focus on gaming with their TVs, and this S95D has a lot of gaming stuff built into it. It's equipped with motion accelerator, 144 Hertz for fluid motion, and it also has multiple HDMI 2.1 ports. And of course, we also have Samsung's gaming hub with access to over 3,000 cloud-based games and support for controllers. Samsung also made their own gaming controller that supports Bluetooth. Also an all-new Game Bar 4.0, which includes a lot of AI stuff like auto mode. There's one that automatically adjusts the picture and sound based on the game genre. So imagine like a game like Call of Duty, in theory you'll hear footsteps better, or a driving game where you get to hear the engine sound even better. There's also mini-map auto detection, allowing you to expand it on the screen. There's also a light sync amp, which can enhance your gaming atmosphere with lights and all that stuff, and I believe that uses the Philips Hue technology. Now, if you want a game, Samsung has done a lot to make gaming better, and they also make some of the best gaming TVs around, and the anti-glare might make it the best. There's brand new software on board too, and we'll talk about software later in this video. Now, this TV starts at $3,400 for the S95D, and S90D is $2,700. I'll link both TVs below so you can see the difference, and then maybe in a few weeks I'll be able to review both TVs and tell you what I think. Then of course we have the all-new 8K TV. It's using Samsung's QLED technology, and the biggest thing I hear about 8K, and I think we agree, is that we don't have 8K content to watch. What's an 8K? But this is Samsung's best TV with all the tech built in to picture quality. Now first of all, 8K TVs of the past were always thick boys. Now this TV is the thinnest 8K to date. Still thick, but not comically big as it's been. It also has a newer design that gives the TV a somewhat floaty effect. And it does look very good, and it's more in balance so the wobbles are no longer there. Now to help with this design, it's using the favorite One Connect box, moving all the HDMI ports off the TV, making it easier to mount. It does feature Dolby on the TV, which can act as a center channel with the Q Symphony technology when adding in other speakers, music frame, soundbar, anything like that. And also during my testing, just the speakers on the TV were impressive. So adding this into a center channel for home theater setup will provide a great listening experience. Now I need to fully test it, but in this setup, it was really good. To do all of this, they have a newest processor inside, which is faster compared to the processor of last year, and also the processor in the 4K TVs. It features AI upscaling to 8K, so when you're watching non-8K content, which will be everything, it still displays it clearly on the 8K screen. Even non-4K content like network TV can scale up to 8K. Now after testing this, the footage looks solid on this TV without additional jaggies or any weird artifacts, things you'd expect when you see upscaling. Now, it does not look as crispy, but you'll be able to enjoy the footage the way it was actually made. This is also the first TV to support VRR at 4K 240 Hz for high-end gaming. There's also a lot of other AI stuff baked in, and you know, AI is the buzzword this year, and Samsung is embracing it with the AI Motion Enhancer Pro, which analyzes sports content and will enhance things like the ball so you can easily track it when you're watching this content. That's something I couldn't truly test. I mean, I was watching stuff, but it's like, how can I tell? But this is something I look forward to testing very soon. And I gotta be honest, I wish I had anti-glare on the 8K as a choice, but this is a solid upgrade for Samsung, but it's going to cost you because it's new technology still. It's $5,000 for the 65-inch, and then it goes up from there, which is probably a tough pill to swallow for most people. But if you want an 8K set, this is the one to get. There's also Samsung QLED 4K, which is more so an entry point for Samsung. Didn't see much of an upgrade here, and honestly, I spent more time with the other three models, so I don't have a lot to say just yet. Rounding up the list, let's talk about software and what's new with the Tizen OS. So this is the new 2024 Tizen OS, which has been reworked to make it a little bit more fluid to use. It brings the content to the very front instead of kind of having to dig through things. Now, the one thing that I like is this left sidebar here. It's pretty simple now, it's really simplified. So we have ambient, daily plus, game, and home. Home is what we see right here. Home has your recents, has things that you might like because you watch other things. It has your HDMIs plus your apps. Then also it has more recommendations right here, and then it goes to gaming, and then it goes to continue watching. And then it has a couple other things here at the bottom. You can go into genres and figure out what you wanna see. So I can click on like action. And then in here, it's gonna show me everything in the action genre and where I can watch it. So let's say I wanna watch this movie, I click on it, and now I can see exactly where it's at and how to watch it. So that's really cool. That is basically the new home interface. Now, that's the For You page, but if you go to live, you can then take a look at live streaming TV and how you can watch it here. So you can see all the channels that we have here. We have a TV guide, and then once again, we have our categories here of live content if we do want to watch it. And this is gonna be pulling from Samsung TV Plus or any other live streaming TV that you may have, like YouTube TV or anything like that, we'll pull in from here too. And then we have apps, and this is pretty straightforward. These are gonna be all of our apps. We can install new apps from here, or we can also just go into apps that are already installed on this TV too. And this is what Samsung is dropping this year. Now I'm excited to get my hands on everything for a full review. As always, let me know what you think and also what you want to see and what do you want to know. Also, if you want to see coverage of my TVs from last year from Samsung, maybe you want to pick up an older model, you can click this button to watch the next video.